Who goes? And we're live. We're doing a live. We're doing a live. We're doing a live. Yes, it's
Are we live?
welcome to my so-called show, you beautiful bastards. And yeah, episode 4, Saint Annie of the Penguin. And what I am not joined by Lord Toxic as usual. He's
Damn
very.
it.
I think he's still doing a lot of trying to do some cleanup duty with the hurricanes, but there's a lot of bullshit happening. So hopefully, so he should still be in the chat.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Yes, he is. Yes, best episode yet, and yeah, it's definitely a really good fucking episode. It's before I get into the episode, I will run through the plot. So bear with me, Fandad. Bear with me.
Give it to me.
Yeah, so Saint Annie, if I'm pronouncing it properly, continues from where the last episode ended, with Sophia left behind, and also finding out that from Nadia Moroni that Oz killed her brother. After Oz escapes, Sophia calls Dr. Rush to take her in, and we rewind to 10 years earlier where we see a happy and very normal Sophia raising awareness for suicidal women and is approached by a reporter named Summer Gleason. Nice little nod back to the Batman animated series, which I really love. So Summer Gleason asks Sophia about a series of women who were hanged in very similar circumstances to her mother. Sophia is very skeptical. And we also see that her relationship with Oz as her driver seemed very much. They seem to really like each other back then. And it also shows just how two-faced Oz really is. She is told by her father, Carmine Falcone, played by Mark Strong this time instead of John Turturro, who wants her to take over the family business. She's very surprised. But Sophia also remembers her mother's hanging and is beginning to question Carmine about it. She suspects his lying and takes up Summer on her offer to talk about the hangings. I do apologise. It's looking like her father is the main suspect. She denies it's him, but later confronts Carmine about it, resulting in Carmine framing her for the murders. Further showing evidence that Carmine has the whole city in his pocket, including everyone working at Arkham. She goes through months of shock treatment, which costs her sanity more and more, and she even gets set up a few times to be killed or kill. Either way, it keeps her out of Carmine Falcone's wig. But after a visit with Alberto, it's starting to become more evident that Carmine has also worked the courts in his favour to keep her there forever. She finally snaps and kills Magpie. Fast forward 10 years later, we are all caught up with Sophia, and she is at Dr. Rush's office, where she has sought refuge. She is now at her most vulnerable. The Moronis know about Bliss. Oz has deserted her, and Julian Rush tells her that maybe she should go to Sicily and start afresh. She starts accusing him of having a thing for her and that he enjoyed having some control over her in a vulnerable state. He denies it, saying that Alberto helps him get her out of Arkham. But she does agree with him about a fresh start and walks off with that smile. And yeah, later at Luca's dinner, she shows up, not giving a fuck, really shoving balls in her mouth. I love it when a woman shoves balls in her mouth. She definitely does a good job shoving those balls in her mouth. And she calls out the Falcones for their treachery. Awesome fucking scene with Christine Milioti, if I'm pronouncing her name properly, owning it in that yellow dress. She takes bitch cousin's daughter out to the greenhouse to have cake, where she has a nice little talk with her, and they both fall asleep. The next morning, Sophia wakes up, and everyone is fucking dead. It seems sometime during the night, Sophia unleashed some gas that killed everyone. Everyone except Viti, of course, who was walking up by Sophia with a gun to discuss business, and it ends. And God, it's this show just gets fucking better and better. I mean, I don't know about you, Fandad, but I'm still loving it. It's not dropped the ball so far. It's
I was probably the most skeptical person before going into this. I remember our little awkward video call last week. When you stared at me like a Batman villain.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I know. I was supposed to
I don't know what happened, but apparently, like, we'd phoned each other. And then I thought, right,
Yeah,
I'll give
if
it a go.
anyone's watching this, it's on the last episode review as well. It just came right out of fucking nowhere. So
What?
yeah, have a good laugh. Watch that and have a good laugh.
So I thought, right, it's getting there's a real buzz around this. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's praising it. I thought I'm gonna have a go. But my skepticism comes from the fact that a bit like it's the same for me with Joker, the movie Joker, where it's totally, to me, it's kind of ambiguous whether or not the Batman exists in that universe. They did it with Joker. They've kind of done it with this, or so I thought. And I'm thinking, well, the reason that the pair of them exist, including the Riddler and the Joker and the Penguin, they all exist because of each other. And I thought, how can you do a Penguin show and not acknowledge the Batman and not even have him in the show? It's just going to be shit. So I put it on and everything just became apparent. And I thought, wow, this is really clever writing. The story's good. It's obviously the Penguin during his rise to power. So obviously he's not on the radar for Batman at the moment. I don't think they can go into a second series without completely ignoring the fact that Batman exists, because he's obviously going to go higher and higher and do more and more sort of daring things, criminal things. He's got to show up on the radar, because in this TV show, like, everybody's corrupt. You've got no chance of finding any sort of justice for anything, as we saw with God, I can't even remember her name. What's she called? Sophia. Sorry,
Sophia. Yeah.
Sophia, she's got everyone against her, including the cops. The cops are corrupt. Her father's corrupt. Her family's corrupt. What chance have you got? So somebody's got to come down on the Penguin to, put him on the straight and narrow, or put him behind bars or whatever. But it goes from strength to strength. He's an absolute fucking rat, this guy. I even questioned at one point. I thought, why is he doing this to Sophia? What kind of guy is he? He's a proper bad guy. And then I had to give myself a virtual slap. Like, this is the fucking Penguin. Of course he's a rat. He's only out for one person. He's a devious, dirty, calculating, manipulating. I don't even know if I can trust him anymore. Going back to this episode,
You're right. I'm starting to cheer on Sophia a bit more now. She's
definitely. And the scene where, right at the beginning of this episode, where he's got his new coat on, and she says, "Oh, you look nice," and he looks really awkward and kind of shy. I don't even know if that's even his real emotions, or whether he's trying to manipulate her into sort of feeling sorry for him to make him to garner some kind of attraction between them, because you can tell he's got a soft spot for her up until the end of sort of last episode, where he completely ratted her out. And I thought, you dirty bastard.
I know. We thought the same thing. Me and Toxic thought the same fucking thing. I mean, because he does generally come across like he.
Whose side is he on?
And he's like, and yeah, God, you just.
Holy moly.
Fucking hell, man. She's but then you found out even more, she really did not deserve that. I mean, their family's a bunch of fucking scumbags. I mean, even Alberto is kind of like an asshole, but at least he was at least trying to be there for her. And this is the guy we kind of was glad to see get killed in the first episode.
Mm-hmm. I know, it's weird. And I mean, we've seen many a time where we've been into a certain series and then it kind of deviates away from the main characters. Things like probably like The Walking Dead comes to mind. The Last of Us, things like that, where it just goes off on a tangent and think, oh, for fuck's sake, just get back on track. We want to see the main characters. This episode completely did that, and I didn't give a shit. I was like, just please give me more of Sophia. I didn't mind at all that it had nothing to do with Penguin in this episode, because
because it doesn't really progress the plot, but it does add more context.
That
is good, and it's got to come back later. I mean, the stuff we've learned in there has to come back later, and it
gives you a lot of what we didn't know about Sophia in the first 3 episodes.
I know, because because I think in the last episode I was kind of questioning, wait, did she actually kill those people there? I can't remember which scene it was though, but I was starting to have a little suspicion that maybe she wasn't responsible for those deaths. But now it's apparent that she wasn't at all. Her father did that shit,
Yeah,
and we'll get
yeah.
onto him later because he's played by another actor now. He's not played by John Turturro. He's played by Mark Strong, and yeah, fucking hell. But seeing Sophia as well go through that, I mean, she really has made me switch to her side now. Even though Oz was a fucking piece of shit and a two-faced manipulating asshole, I still
Yeah.
felt a little sorry for him as well because he's kind of been like Al Pacino and Donnie Brasco, where
Mm.
he knows he's very street smart, but at the same time, people see him as this fucking bent out joke that was just there to be a fucking court jester to them.
Yeah,
But
they're gonna get a
it's
surprise, I think. They do kind of treat him like a
mm,
driver. He's the driver, he's Sophia's driver, and it feels like people still think of him in that vein, that he's a nobody.
I
He's just
know.
he's a handyman, a janitor.
And
Um,
I really kind of wanted to see these two end up liking each other as well because you even see in the flashback he does seem kind of like very loyal to her, but right up
yeah,
until he fucking rats her out to her dad about Summer Gleason and the evidence that these hangings were had everything to do with him. And
yeah,
God,
that
man,
was
I know they seem to have this bond as well at first, and then that fucking scene happens where he grasses her up, and it's just like, you fucking piece of shit, mate. You piece of shit. You really are.
dirtbag because it's
Yeah.
like he's out to impress the girl.
Yeah. And he's out
That's
for
what
himself as well. He's out for himself. Thinks
well,
I
yeah,
fucking rat her out to my fucking boss. He might thinking I'm very very loyal and maybe give me some kind of rewards for my loyalty. That kind of thing.
yeah.
He's yeah
No, I don't know what to believe about this guy anymore.
yeah.
Just don't believe anything.
I love the
A
performance, but I
maniac.
hate the character though. And I think and yeah, it's and you're supposed to. You're supposed to. I mean, it's very evident from the first episode. He's a fucking scumbag. He's just giving a little
Mm,
bit enough to make you sort of sympathise with him a little. But now, but because of what's happened with Sophie, she goes through some very bad fucking shock treatments for 6 months, and then ends up
yeah,
finding
that's
out she's
right.
not going to get a court hearing because her dad
Mhm.
has
He's
has his
paid
fucking
that
fingers in the
doctor.
court pies. It's
Yeah.
uh,
And that Dr. Ventress, I think he was called, is obviously
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's like
he's
I
on the
know.
payroll, isn't he?
He
Yeah.
is. He's an absolute scumbag. He's one of those sickos that loves fucking probably
Yeah,
mistreats patients and
100%.
sees them as
He enjoys his job, no doubt
yeah,
at all.
yeah.
Yeah.
He loves creating his little Frankenstein monsters in that place, doesn't he?
Mm.
But one
Yeah.
thing about Doctor Rush, though, what did you think of him? Did you think he's genuine, or is there a part of him that's trying to get into Sophia's pants? Pretending to be her white
I
knight in a way.
mean I mean, he's a man, for God's sake. He's flesh
Mm.
and blood, you know? You could forgive him for wanting to do that, but at first sort of impression, I thought, he's trying to get to the truth, because if somebody like that comes into a prison like that, you have got no idea who they are. Well, you've got the notes and you've got, what evidence is put before you. So that's all you've got to go on. You don't really know what they've been through, who they are, whether they've done it or not, until you've got like all the evidence on the table. So I think he's just trying to question her. I don't think he was sort of overbearing or undermining or disbelieving or anything like that. I think he was just generally trying to have a conversation just to work out what was going on.
I know because
Um,
and it does look like he was on her side though because
mm,
he and Alberto seem to have worked together to try and get her out of there in the first place. So yeah, there is probably a good side to him, but I think he is in love with Sophia a little bit. He has been dropping a few hints that maybe
I mean,
he is in
look at
love with
the
her a bit.
Look at the scene between them. Are we going to put a spoiler alert out here?
Yeah, spoiler alert. I do apologise for
Spoiler alert,
spoiler
everyone.
alert. We will, yeah,
Watch
'cause
it anyway. I've watched it
I don't
twice.
know how we're going to do this without spoiling, but yeah,
Yeah.
Theo, I do like Theo Rossi. I've liked his work. I liked him in Luke Cage. I liked him in Sons of Anarchy as well. He's a very good actor.
I
And
do recognise the lad, like, but I don't know what I've seen him in, or whether I've just come across him somewhere. But
yeah, he's
yeah,
really
he's
good in
good.
Sons of
But
Anarchy. And yeah.
the tension between those two in that room when it comes back to modern day, I was like, oh my god, they're gonna get off with each other here. Wow, what's going on?
No.
It was like, oh man, I'm just so happy that we've got another TV show, even though it's few and far between. We've got another TV show that's actually well written. Here's an idea. Let's make a TV show with a female character in it. And we'll just get the guys who wrote this to write it, because she was like, I don't know, like, you're rooting for this character.
I know. I mean, we're giving context to see how she has developed into the character that she is. I mean,
Yeah,
she's very good at reading people as well. She's because she's gone through a fucking lot and she's smelt a lot of bullshit in people for
mm.
past 10 years, and she is batshit insane. And oh yeah, before I carry on, yeah, thanks for joining us, Ray Terry, Fandad. Yeah, you're already there, aren't you, Fandad?
Hi,
Nick's
still here.
always welcome, man. Low Toxic as well, and yeah, if you do manage to get some free time, the link's still there. You're more than welcome to jump on and give your thoughts, man. Because and yeah, easy lemon squeeze. I ain't seen you for a while. Hope you're doing okay, man. Hope you're doing okay. And hope the spooky season isn't giving you too many terrible, nightmarish dreams.
I'm so glad you pronounced that name.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because I think when I was playing one of my
Sorry,
gaming
dude.
streams, he popped
Easy
up.
lemon
He
squeeze.
popped up, and I was trying to pronounce the
Nice
name,
one.
and thankfully he corrected me. So
Yeah.
and yeah, and it doesn't really progress the plot a lot. Like I said, it's just more backstory, and
I
you
think
can see what she went through, and everyone betrays her. Everyone fucking betrays her. Her
yeah,
cousin, they're all saying she fucking killed those people, and God, you want her to get revenge. You do. You want her to take these bastards out for what they did to her.
that's exactly it. So I mean, that is gonna. I mean, it subsequently is gonna drive the narrative forward, because what we're getting here is so much context for what her character is going to become. She's already been betrayed in the prior episode, so now we're going to see what else is behind the rage, behind those eyes. Because how many are we going to get? 8 episodes, do you reckon, or is it going to be
Yeah, I
6?
think we have 4 more episodes away. That's what I've been seeing
So,
on the Internet Movie
so,
Database. 4 more episodes.
so we're
Yeah,
halfway through. We've spent 4 episodes. There's never been a minute wasted. To be fair,
I know.
But
It
we're
looks
up
like
to
it
this
is
stage
building
now.
up to something. It
So
is.
we've got a major stab in the back. So now we've got 2 contenders. We've got a guy who's trying to come up through the ranks and just cut a swathe through everybody that stands beside him and in his way. And now we've got a girl who's been betrayed by everybody. And I mean everybody. Her members of family, apart from obviously her brother. She's seen her brother killed. She's seen her uncle, her father, for God's sake, her uncle and all his minions against her, sending letters in to say how criminally insane she was, and
I know,
then
not even giving her a fair hearing as well. I
yeah,
mean, yeah, once Alberto comes in and saying they aren't going to let us give you hear your sad story in court, you can just tell that all that fucking hope is just gone now, and she just snaps and she just fucking grabs Magpie and fucking smashes her head against the table and kills
that
her.
was brutal.
I know,
So
and she's finally become the monster they're making her out to be now. It's like,
that's it,
you want a
yeah.
monster, I'll be your fucking monster. And she does that really fucking well at the end there. It's
She's shown what she's capable of.
yeah.
So having said that, like going forward, we've got Sophia, who's now employed. He's called Michael Kelly, isn't he? What's his name? Johnny Vitti. So she's employed that guy.
Yeah, and he's
Or she's gonna ask him a
he's
favour.
not going to be very happy about that because
No.
he's been real honest about her, about how he feels about her. Is like, yeah, He just a spoiled guinea bread who get what she deserved.
Yeah.
I know, but God,
I
look at
like,
that.
yeah,
Look at those pictures as well. I mean, God, fucking hell. If I have to spend 1 minute in there, I'd go insane. Never mind 10 fucking years. I
horrendous.
mean, they
It's
really,
like
yeah.
it's like being in the Dole office at Peterlee.
Oh yeah, fucking job centre. God, man, it's not nice. But I
Yeah.
like the look as well. Though the colours all look washed out.
Tell you
Everything
what, the
looks like
cinematography in this
yeah.
TV shows is it, well, it's exactly what it is. It's cinematography because it looks so cinematic.
I know it's crazy. I mean, 'cause it's like they're
Just
using the same cameras these days t for that they used for movies,
like
but used
movies and
on
TV.
TV.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
I
if you
think
look
they
on
do a lot.
shows that was on TVs back in the past, you can
Mm,
tell these cameras were made specifically for television and not
yeah, yeah,
movies.
yeah. They're using a lot of sort of the new like Panasonic stuff and Ariflex and Red
Yeah,
cameras and stuff like that. And they're all like so accessible. You can go out and hire cameras now from like certain places. Just hire them for a few days. Whereas back in the day, you would have to like buy all the equipment, and it obviously cost thousands and thousands, and runs into millions. And but I mean, yeah, just using that shallow depth of field and the color palette and it's just everything about it. The
yeah,
whole
it gives it
mise
that
en
look.
scène.
Yeah. What about Mark Strong as Carmine Falcone? Did you think he did well in the role?
I had to look it up. I thought, hang on, is that the same character? Is that Turturro's character? And it was, and I thought, yeah, okay, I'll give you a pass. I like Mark Strong. I think
Yeah,
he's done a
he
lot of
does
good
well.
work.
I think he does
Um,
well here. He does. I've not seen the
100%,
Batman
yeah.
in a while though, so I can't really say if John Turturro is better. So I need to really refresh my
I
memory here.
mean, it's John Turturro, isn't it? So
Yeah,
there's no question really. But I would like to question why they either didn't ask him or he didn't get to show up. It's not like he's It's not like he's the Pedro Pascal of the cine world at the minute.
and
He's not really doing much. I thought he might have at least asked him to do it, unless he's unwell. I don't know.
yeah, he probably had commitments, other things. Who knows? And I'll give credit though, Mark Strong. When it comes to Brits playing Falcone in Batman movies or TV shows,
Mm,
Mark Strong does it better than Tom Wilkinson did, in my opinion. I don't know
aye.
why, because when I saw Tom Wilkinson play Falcone in Batman Begins, it just kind of fell off. I mean, he looks like he should be playing more of an Irish gangster instead of an Italian gangster. And
Mm,
Mark Strong surprisingly pulls it off, though.
it's good.
Yeah, he does.
It's credit where credit's due. Yeah, he definitely pulls it off.
Yeah,
And
you can
what a
tell he's
complete
evil. He's wearing,
bastard he is.
yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, and I
Blaming
like
the
the fact.
daughter, man.
Yeah, I like the fact he's wearing sunglasses indoors as well at
Yeah.
night. It's like he's trying to hide his eyes, trying to hide. They say they say the eyes are the windows to the soul. Well, it's like
Mm,
he's trying to hide how fucking evil and corrupt he is.
yeah. Is his
And I
double
love
glazed, double glazed windows to the soul.
that. So
But
yeah. So Alberto was no saint, but you can see, but it sucks how she lost him. He was the only one who cared for her, and yeah, it's
yeah,
he's a bit of an asshole in the fucking first episode. He's a proper fucking strung out junkie. He's way into the hedonistic lifestyle, and I don't know if the loss of Sophia to Arkham made him go that way. Made it worse for him as well. Made him delve deeper into that lifestyle because he
could have
does
done
almost
because
look like he's off to a nightclub to get fucking drunk and
yeah. I mean, she was in there for 10 years, wasn't she? So he's obviously, it
yeah,
sounds like they were very close and he was probably lost without her and he felt racked with guilt and there was nothing he could do. Couldn't go against his father. Otherwise, he'd probably suffer the same fate.
yeah,
But yeah, his dad, yeah, the dad is a piece of shit.
yeah. I think there was one little flaw in this. I think the woman who played Magpie seemed a little bit over the top and a little bit exaggerated.
She
And
was nuts, yeah.
yeah, I mean,
I've never come across the character. It's not a character that's like prominent in the Batman comics, is it? I
yeah,
think
yeah, she's appeared a couple of times, but
times, yeah.
she's like one of she's part of she's kind of like a man. I have not seen her in a lot. She probably is one of the main, well, not main, but definitely in the Rogues characters, but I've not read
Right.
many Batman stories with her. All I know is like she's crazy and she likes shiny things, but in here she's just a mental patient, and she kind of looks like she belonged more in the Gotham TV series than this one.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, because in the Gotham TV series, the acting can be a little exaggerated, a little over the
Aye.
top at times, and but it works well with the tone that Gotham is presenting to us. This one is a bit more grounded, a bit more realistic and grittier, and
Yeah.
yeah, she kind of felt out of place here, in my opinion. But the scenes in the mental asylum really are horrific as well. I mean, the shock treatment and the moment when they got those clamps and shoved it up her fucking hoo ha, I was like,
Ooh.
yeah,
Yeah. That. Yeah. That was
I would
squeak
not
bum
trust those
time. That
doctors
like.
with with those things, even if they were clean. They did not look like they were properly maintained either. So which further adds to what a shithole Gotham really is.
Horrible. Yeah, it is. It's manky, for
Yeah,
want of a better word.
and I've
Horrid.
seen so many TV shows pull a bait and switch like this, which makes me concerned about the show. Yeah, I know what you mean, Nix, but I think I'm really hoping these flashbacks do lead to something. Like, we need to see these flashbacks so something that happens later will make sense. Like, just to add more
It is.
context. I really
I,
hope. I really
I
hope
never
that.
thought about that, to be honest. I never thought about it being like you say. Some do bait and switch. They pull you in with the Penguin, and then they give you Sophia. But I think she's going to go to war. I think we
Oh
need
yeah,
to see
definitely.
what has brought her to this point where she was fairly normal at the outset.
Mm.
Obviously, the previous episode where she was kind of siding with the Penguin, she was a bit of a criminal, but not as bad as what I think we're going to see in the next few episodes. I
Yeah,
think
no, because she
she's
pretty
going to
much.
be the nemesis because
Yeah,
we don't have Batman to bounce Penguin off. I think she's going to be the nemesis for the next few episodes. But
yeah,
hopefully
because
she doesn't
oh
sort
yeah,
of.
I'm definitely seeing that because she's pretty much mass murdered the Falcones.
Yeah.
Apart from her little niece, anyway, she does seem to have gotten her out. But I was kind of wondering, okay, when did she unleash this gas? Not how long did it take for the gas to kill them? Anyway, 'cause
Not
it's got
long.
to be a very odorless one as well.
Probably carbon monoxide or something like that.
Yeah, something like I was thinking that.
She like crept into the house while the kid was asleep. Because I was thinking, sort of, what's the time scale here? What time is it?
Yeah, no, I think that's
Um,
one of the flaws as well. You know, it seems. I mean, it's like a little reveal as well, but I kind of felt like did we kind of miss something here as
yeah,
well?
there's like a bit of a
Mm,
missing scene because
mm,
she took the kid in there and then she went back out and everyone was dead. And I thought, well, when has she done that? But
yeah.
she must have sneaked back into the house after the kid had fell asleep,
Yeah, I'm guessing that. Maybe there was a scene there and they had to cut it
gassed everyone.
down, something like that. Maybe it's yeah. Sometimes these things happen. I'm now interested in the Sophia TV show, but look at flashbacks. Oz barely more like it mentioned in the others. More Vic has more, and Sophia has a full episode. So we'll see what happens anyway. Who knows? We might see more of Oz. We don't know yet. We will see what happens. But I do agree with you, fan dad. She's going to be like the main nemesis now, and she has a reason. She
Oh,
knows
she's
killed out
pissed.
better.
She is so pissed now.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But we'll see.
yeah, and yeah. But it is, and yeah, you can really see. Time is passing, and her sanity is slowly peeling away more and more. She starts peeling the wall. She starts seeing her old wallpaper, and it really does. I think that it really did a good job as well. Really, sort of like putting you in her shoes, and you almost feel like you're going just as crazy as she is in such a short amount of time.
Well, it took her 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years, man, I know, and it's like they're packing 10 years of insanity in such a short amount of time, and you almost feel like you've been in there for 10 years as well. That's how fucking harrowing it is.
Bonkers. Absolutely bonkers.
Yeah. But later on, we do end up going fast forwarding back to what happened after Dr. Rush helped her escape the Maronis. And we get this really fucking great scene as well, where she just shows up in this yellow dress. She's really fucking owning it as well, and she's just staring everybody down. She's shoving these fucking meatballs in her mouth once again. And you know what? Someone needs to put a compilation of Sophia stuffing food into her mouth because Christine really fucking
easy tiger.
Yeah, she does it. Yeah, she does a good job. She looks like she's really having the ball doing that shit. And it's like, yeah, there was no more fucks given. And she's called everyone out for what they did to her. You know, the absolute fucking betrayal. And she doesn't raise her voice and scream. She's like really fucking patient and calm and composed. And she totally sells. She totally sells just how batshit insane she is. And fucking, if she does not get an Emmy, I will be fucking mad. I will be very sad if she doesn't get that Emmy because she deserves it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She absolutely nailed this episode. She lent into that role. Like, yeah, she deserves something good. There's what's his name's there as well from James Madio.
James Madio. So look at
Frank J. Perconti from. I recognise him from Band of Brothers. I mean, he's been in a shit ton of things.
Oh yeah. Let me get him up. I know what you mean. Yeah, he's a little older now and a little grey, but yeah,
he's got 74 credits on IMDb and all.
Yeah, there he is, James Madio.
Yeah,
I know because I remember watching this, thinking, where the fuck have I seen him from? And then someone mentioned Band of Brothers, and like, oh yeah. He's a little older now. He's a little grey though, but he's still kind of got that.
He's got that look.
That look.
That boy.
Look how fucking young he is there compared
he's
to.
He's crazy young, isn't he? On the photo of him in he's like
he was so fucking good. That I know that episode where he has this young replacement as well, and he's like, "How long you been in here?" It's like, 2 months. He's like, I've been away from my family for like 3 fucking years, and it's a great scene. I think it's episode 9 or 10, one of them. Yeah, and he obviously did not like his new recruit that much as well because he's kind of got these fucking ideals about fighting wars, and he's like, listen, you have not got a fucking clue what you're in, mate.
Yeah, you're in for a bit of a time.
We've gone through.
Yeah.
He did now. He did. But it is a really good scene, and once again, when she brings the kid into the greenhouse to get cake, I was thinking, is she going to kill this kid?
No, that's the moral code. Even
I know.
Criminals.
I'm glad she didn't as well. I'm glad she didn't, but I think she's killed her fucking mum though. So
yeah,
that kid's going to
be. happened. I don't think she was keen on her mother. So
her mother was a fucking backstabber as well, though. She was part of it.
Yeah, they all were. Well, the Michael Kelly's room was obviously left alone somehow.
I'm still asking that. I mean, how the fuck did VT not get
unless it was in a different wing, or I don't know.
I'm still fucking questioning this. I am still questioning this. They have to explain that in the next episode. They have to, because that is a bit of a plot hole there. So it affected everyone else's room except his.
Read toxic.
Yeah, I seldom get surprised by it.
It's a spelling mistake, but like, what's Chef's Jizz? Is that a new one?
Yeah, I mentioned this with Lord Toxic as well. I mentioned Sophia was on my I can fix hair fucking list, and Sophia, you don't need fixing. I love you for you.
Oh.
Yeah, when it comes to sexy crazy bitches, she's definitely up there with Jennifer Tilly as in the Chucky movies and Michelle Pfeiffer in Batman Returns. She's up there.
Ooh la la. Yeah.
Because I mean, Christine Milioti is kind of been this actress who's been around for quite a while. I mean, people know her as well as the mother from How I Met Your Mother, and she's really cute and adorable in that show. But this is really hair at her best. She needs to play more fucking nutcases because she does such a good job at it.
I don't know if I've ever come across her before. Kristen Milioti.
Yeah, she's in The Wolf of Wall Street as well. She plays she plays the first wife who he cheats on, and she's in Black Mirror as well. She was on Fargo as well as
See, I need to watch more TV. I haven't seen Fargo, and I haven't seen Black Mirror, and that's a disgrace. I am ashamed of myself. Before you ask,
Oh, there's still a few more. There's still a few more that I need to watch. I need to watch Long Legs. I
she's in The
really want to check
Simpsons.
that
Oh
out.
yeah, Longlegs. That's on my
Yeah.
radar as well. Is she in that? Like, no,
No, I doubt it. But yeah, there she is.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Good looking woman. Look, she's got these big fucking eyes as well, and
Yeah,
and yet she does have a bit of an Italian look to her as well. I think she is Italian. Let's have a look.
I mean,
she's Jewish.
the name.
Yeah, she's Jewish, Italian, Belgian, Czech, and Irish, and fucking hell, man.
So everything. Bit like us, I think. We're a mix of everything, aren't we?
Yeah, there's her in Black Mirror and that Star Trek outfit. If you've ever seen that episode, yeah, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, so she's got a good.
What's his face? Oh God,
Jake Johnson. Yeah, there's Stuart Wilson as well, and there's Fargo. There's her in Fargo.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and there she is in How I Met Your Mother. Yeah, look, she's real fucking adorable as well. Then you see her in Penguin, and you just want to get. You don't know whether to fuck her or get away from her.
Just get the fuck away from her.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she was in 30 Rock. Fucking hell, I can't believe I forgot about that. She's hilarious in that one.
She's in what?
30 Rock. I forgot she was in that. It's a really fucking funny episode, man. You gotta check it out.
She's done some good stuff, like.
Yeah, there's a bit where Tina Fey's character Liz says, "Listen, you can lose the pigtails. You're a grown woman," and she's like, "But I like my pigtails. My uncle says they're sexy." And I was like,
Jesus,
fuck, man, Jesus.
Good Lord.
Yeah, that show is really funny, but it has that. It's not afraid to pull out some sick jokes occasionally.
Fandad needs some ketchup. I don't understand. What does that mean, Nix?
Let's have a look. Look at the comments. So I'm just managing the Internet Movie Database around here as well. So yeah. Oh yeah, fucking hell, there's loads here. Chef's Kiss, but because it's so good, so fleshed out, so character driven, is why I hate this episode. Yeah, fair play, mate. One of these fucking well developed episodes, eh? Easy lemon squeezy. Yeah, she's mental. I just think she could have maybe torn it down a little bit, because I mean, there is a way of playing a mental patient with a bit of reality, like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I think that was done well without seeming over the top, but that is my opinion. It's just a nitpick. It doesn't hurt the show, in my opinion, and it does add more layers to the actual world that they live in as well. Like Gotham City is just a total fucking shithole. And VT slept in her brother's room. She left that window open while smoking. Hence, he was spread by the gas. So maybe that might explain it. Like,
yeah, she left the window wide open, didn't she? So
yeah, so
good job he wasn't chilly then, isn't it?
Oh no, fucking hell!
It's like, best close that window.
Yeah, there is still some plot holes that probably could have almost ruined that little plot, but still, yeah, Irish Italian, perfect. I think so Penzo might agree to the second part as well. So yeah, I'd fuck the I've been seeing people on fucking Facebook saying she's kind of mid. Well, I don't know. She's not the sexiest woman ever.
Oh, more for us. Yeah, you don't have to.
Catch up on the pizza to catch up on the TV shows you make.
Genius, Nix, you're a genius. Won't be coming to mine for tea.
Let's have a look. Load of toxic. I think you typed there in, not out of her. Let's have a look. I've put the crazy out of her. Yeah. And yeah, it is, but I don't like the setup as well. Like, she obviously still needs someone to help her out to take down Oz, and VT probably is the only man she has left that can probably still have some connections that could help build an army, maybe, or get some new recruits, whatever. And it's.
I don't think he's keen on the Penguin either, is he? So he's kind of onside, sort of. Which is a good starting point, I guess. So, well, we'll see. He'd be well connected.
Yeah, because it's like, all right, I may as well work for a fucking Falcone than the Penguin, even though I hate this Falcone. It's so it's
Yeah.
kind of like picking the lesser of the war and evils, in my
That's it,
opinion.
'cause,
But
like, Penguin's just gonna do him in the back, isn't he?
yeah,
'Cause he probably knows what he is, so
I know.
and she's gonna take over the family now anyway, isn't she? 'Cause
Yeah,
she's
and
the only
even
one
though the
left.
Penguin's not in the focus, he's fucking all alone now. All he has is Vic. I mean, the Falcones are fucking dead now. The Maronis are onto him.
Mhm.
Fucking Sophia's going to be onto him now, especially with VT, and VT's probably getting some new fucking foot soldiers, more connections from members outside maybe outside of the city or whatever. It's we'll have to really see what happens, but I am looking forward to the next
Yeah,
episode.
100%, yeah. Um, are the Maronis, is that the ones that
Yeah,
had him at gunpoint on his knees?
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
with Nadia played by Agleshto, I think her name is, the actress who plays Maroni's wife. Nadia, it's a fucking really weird foreign name though, but she's been on a lot as well. And so yeah, oh yeah, so is there anything else we can talk about this show? I think we might have discussed everything anyway.
I think, yeah, we've gone pretty much through what needed to be said, I think. Just, yeah, looking forward to the next episodes. But that's my take anyway. I think it's we've had half a series here. We know who's who. We know what kind of character Oz is. We found out what kind of character Sophia is capable of being and becoming. And I think it's just gonna be a gang war, a street war. Somebody's got to come out on top.
Yeah,
Um,
she's definitely gonna become some kind of fucking beast of nature
yeah,
by the next
I
few
mean,
episodes.
she's running the family empire now. Everyone else has
Oh
gone.
yeah,
Our dad's gone, our brother, our uncle, all his sort of underlings. So there's only her left and Michael Kelly's character. So
yeah, and he fucking hates her as well. So he's stuck. So he's gonna be stuck with her for a while, whether he likes it or not. Unless he tries to find a way to fuck her as well. So because these are gangsters, they are out to being the mafia. It's not about fucking honor and blah blah blah. It is about killing and stealing, and that is from an actual quote from. It might have been Michael Francesi when he was doing an interview, or another gangster I was reading about. I don't know. I cannot remember. It's been a long time. So yeah, on to the next sections of this, the next topics, next categories. So, favorite character in this episode?
me, it's got to be Sophia. Got to
Yeah,
be.
it's sad. I mean, it's sad. I mean, I could probably say maybe Doctor Rush is a second because he's the only one who seems to be a little bit more likable. And
Yeah, he was good.
yeah,
He was
but yeah,
definitely
and,
played the part well.
yeah, it's definitely Sophia's show. So yeah, it's got to be Sophia. I cannot help but agree with you there, man. It's I wish I could say others. I mean, the guy who played the Doctor in the Arkham was brought by Carmen. Maybe Carman as well because he's played so well in such a short amount of time by Mark Strong.
Oh yeah, he throws himself into that role as well.
Yeah, he does. He really does a good job in it as well, and he's just wearing these sunglasses as well. Just to hide who he is. It's I love that.
Yeah, I mean, all you really need to do as an actor is convince people,
Yeah, exactly,
um,
exactly.
and I think Mark Strong did that.
Yeah, and I'm kind of 50-50 when he goes American because you can tell
Yeah,
he's a British actor putting on an accent, but he actually is very convincing here, and
mm, yeah.
so yeah,
There's a
so
lot that aren't.
yeah. So I will now go to favorite moment, and definitely the fucking climax. Definitely the climax where Sophie was just calling them out on their fucking bullshit and what a bunch of backstabbing assholes this family is. It's so good. It's so fucking powerful, and Christine is really fucking creepy, and she is genuinely scary. And like Toxic said last week, she is like a 90-pound Anton Chigurh. I cannot disagree. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I like it. Um, Tony K, yes, this show is worth a watch, and that's coming from somebody who was very, very skeptical about this show.
Yeah,
Just
thanks for
based on the
joining us,
fact that,
Tony K.
yeah, based on the fact that there's kind of no Batman. You do get a little sort of glimpse, though, don't you? It starts off at the end of the movie. The very first episode of this TV show kind of links to the end of the Batman movie, and it's even got the theme tune from the movie, which surprised me. And I thought, okay, it's not as ambiguous as I thought it was going to be. And it just goes from there, goes from strength to strength. Definitely worth a watch. Can't wait for the next episode. My favorite part of this, I think it's going to be when what's our brother called, Alberto, goes to visit her and breaks the news, and you can just see the absolute lack of hope in her face. Was just like, yeah, give her all the awards now, because she just knew from that moment, that's it, I am fucked. My life's just, that's it, it's gone. I'm never getting out of here. And I thought that, like, I felt that hit. Like,
I know, and that's where she fully fucking snaps as well.
Yeah.
I mean, the Sophia we saw in the beginning beginning of the flashback is now gone. Gone. She is now the monster they have painted her out to be, and she's really gonna show these people just how much of a fucking monster she is.
She means business. She's gonna stand on business. Yeah, she's.
Yeah, they made her, but she's going to destroy them. I love that. I love that little parallel as well. It's so fucking good. It's like Frankenstein's monster killing Frankenstein.
Yeah.
I know.
Look what you did. Look what you made me do.
Yeah, Toxic. Yeah, fucking yeah. When Toxic loves a shot, he will talk about it. I mean, fucking hell. Talk about Banshee, Buffy. He will talk your ear off about it. He will never get bored of talking about it. And to be honest, I would never get bored about talking about these shows either, especially Mr. In Between, because
oh man,
these shows are so fucking good. They are so fucking good.
When are we doing that one? I'm going to rewatch that because that is just, it's too good.
I know. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can find it. It opens next week. I will try and find it if I can. I'll try and see it if I can. It's
what's that? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Where's the trailer? We need to know where.
Yeah, so is this like getting a cinematic release, or will I have to stream it, or find it somewhere on physical media? If that's the case, please let me know, and I will try to find it and check it out and give you my thoughts. I mean, it'd be
check the screening times at the Odeon in Hull. That's what you need to do, lad.
Yeah, probably does. Well, it's just always get time to go to the fucking pictures, and I've been waiting. I was trying to go see if I could go see Shaun of the Dead with the wife, but fucking just a lot has been happening as well. It's at the moment, especially with Christmas coming up, and we want to fucking get that sorted before everything starts getting frantic in the next month or so.
Is Shaun of the Dead doing another round down your end?
I think it did earlier though, but I think they might have stopped playing it now. I need to have a look again.
I watched it today on my mega screen. You can come and watch it at mine if you want. You're more than welcome.
Oh well, man, I got on Blu-ray, and yeah, it's. We'll probably get more into it tomorrow though, but it's one of my favorite It's one of my favorite films of the 2000s. It's up there with Hot Fuzz, Collateral, and The Dark Knight. And it's so good, man. It's so good.
Never gets old. It's like a go-to movie, isn't it? You can put it on and just. You can watch the hell out of it, or you can just have it in the background. It's just such a good movie. Yeah.
So Tony K, talk to Lance and talk about doing an interview. I know you're probably not a big fan of it, but if it might help you get your film promoted, and
definitely.
I know.
Where is it being released, Tony? If you're still there, I'm interested to see if we get a screening up this end. That'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, 4 episodes based on the episodes named. Oh, I will have a look. I will have a look right now. Let's have a gander. Okay, all episodes.
Has it got them on?
Okay, so Homecoming, Gold Summit, Top Hat, Great or Little Thing. Well, I can't really say anything. I mean,
Homecoming, that means that she's got a big surprise for everyone now that she's home.
Yeah.
Gold Summit, not sure. Top Hat, that's Penguin coming into his own because he used to wear one in the comics. So maybe he becomes more of the Penguin than he has previously. Great or little thing? Don't know. There's no synopsis for it, is there? So there's no spoilers. But Homecoming, my God, that sounds. She means business.
Yeah. And there's and I'm looking at the episode meaning as well for this one. The name of the meaning of the name of this episode, I should say, and it's an Italian toast meaning you live 100 years. And
you live 100 years, yeah.
Yeah, I think they might have said that during the dinner as well, right before she fucking poisons them.
I think she raised the glass of wine at the end.
Yeah, so I fucking hell, that's I love shows like these little hints. I wonder if the yellow dress might mean something as well, because it looks like the dress was picked specifically for that scene. So who knows? It might be some kind of symbol for some kind of vengeance symbolism. I don't know. I don't know if the trivia will say anything, but let's have a look. Yeah, she's a man, a villain, magpie. So yeah, I've only seen her in a couple of things. Okay. It doesn't say anything about the dress, but since we're already on spoilers, we might have to have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, 100 years. First in-depth look at Arkham Asylum in the Batman's universe. Yeah. Okay. I probably should have looked this up earlier, but
was it yellow or was it golden?
Oh, golden something.
Because that could be one of the episodes is called.
Yeah, it's not saying anything so far, but oh yeah, but there is a nice little tribute here. Sophia peels off the paint of her cell to reveal that the walls are covered in ornate yellow wallpaper. This would appear to be an allusion to the Charlotte Perkins Gilman story, The Yellow Wallpaper, in which a woman is imprisoned by her husband in a room with yellow wallpaper for supposedly being mentally ill. So yeah, I like that. I like these little tidbits of shows. It shows that these writers really have been putting more layers and little bits of trivia to make the writing more fleshed out.
That yellow dress then could be a mirror to the yellow wallpaper.
Yeah, so we didn't find out about the dress, but we did find out about the colour that it symbolises through the wallpaper. If that was the intention, I kind of hope it is. So yeah, we discussed favourite moment, and
I want to say something about
usually have favourite lines. So I fucking hell, I can't believe I've not written my favourite line down here right now. Yeah, I've not got a favourite line, to be honest, but do you have one?
I think probably when she smashes Magpie's head in and says, "I told you I was innocent," or something like that.
Yeah, let me try and refresh. Fucking hell, I was very busy today. I didn't really get anything down yet. Okay, this will have to do. Put your pants on, John, and we need to talk. All right, it is actually very funny. I'm not going to lie.
Hilarious.
So yeah, I'm mostly just picking something out of a fucking hat, but yeah, but yeah,
the songs.
Yeah, no, it didn't have really that many great lines, though, did it? Like last week when Victor was like, "She's a hangman." It's like, "Hey, don't always believe what you read in the paper. She's a pussycat." It's because that was a very funny line, and I don't think we got something like that in this episode. But I love how this reviewer is saying this was horrific in the best way. The only time I can remember feeling this way was when watching a Korean drama called The Glory. So yeah, horrific in the best way. Yeah, there's no other way to describe it. I mean, you've seen this woman get put through so much shit, and you wanted to get out. You can't help but sympathise with her.
I watched this episode. My wife actually joined me on that was the second time I'd watched it, and once it had finished, she says, "Why do we always watch horrible things?" Because they're good.
Yeah, so she was the only one saying St. Annie joined toast and raising the glass. I think in a way it almost kind of reminds me of that scene in 300 where he looks at the hunchback after his betrayal and says, "May you live forever," which apparently back then was the biggest insult you could ever have as well, because that means you will suffer living through your betrayal instead of dying with honour in battle. So I wonder if that's a kind of way of insulting them.
Yeah, then she changed her mind later on when she gassed the fuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But God, yeah. But
Good.
it's yeah, and I don't think there is anything else to talk about now. But so yeah, we'll
Let's-
just go on with the ratings. Do you
We
rating
need to
out
talk.
of 5
We need to
or
talk
rating out?
about the songs. The songs on the end of each episode. I can't remember. I know that
Yeah, it was like that. Let's have a look
Dolly
at the
Parton.
soundtrack. Yeah,
I
before we finish,
know.
we'll have a look at the soundtrack. See if it means anything right now. Because what's that?
Oh, I know for 100% that the one on this, the end of this episode was "Strange Little Girl," and
that fits fucking Sophia so well.
but,
That
but
does.
who were the artists that sang "Strange Little Girl" from
Let's have
like
a
I
look.
think
Like,
it's like 1982? I'll let you reveal it because it came to me just like I thought. How did I not realize this earlier? And face palmed myself.
yeah, by the Stranglers.
Yeah, the Stranglers. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, good old school punk band.
Mm. But everybody
Yeah.
on all them women had been strangled by her father and then made to look like they were suicidal. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
nice little tidbits there. Like I said, I love these little fucking these little
It's
little and details in when it comes to writing as well. It's like either they tended to it or it was coincidence, but I really like to think they have put it in there intentionally.
there is a lot of attention to detail here. Like it's, yeah, without question. It's too good for it not to be. If you compare this to something like The Acolyte, which I don't really want to, but just
I'm not fucking going there, man.
there's writers, yeah, there's writers and there's not writers.
Yeah, at least the writers they actually seem to fucking they come across like people that know what they're doing.
Yeah, this wasn't written by children or entitled or narcissistic whatevers. It was written by mature people who know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Sophia's a minor character in the fucking Batman comic. She's like this minor character in the Long Halloween, and she gets fucking killed. And she's built like a fucking tank as well. I don't know if you haven't seen the images.
No.
Yeah, Sophia Falcone. Let's get her up. So, Falcone.
That's one I haven't seen. The Long Halloween is an animated version, isn't it?
Yeah, the animated version is actually really good.
Is it
I need
good?
to watch that again. Yeah, it's. I think the first half is still the best though, but Jensen Ackles does a fucking good job as Batman in that one.
Mm.
Yeah, so we can get that image. Yeah, there it is. Let me share the screen. Give me a second. The touch screen is a bit of a pain in the ass at times. And Sophia Falcone. Yeah, that's the comic version right there.
Bloody hell.
I know.
She's a maniac.
Oh yeah. She's built like a fucking tank, and
Bloody hell.
she actually does have a great relationship with her dad, and she is very loyal to him as well. And but she gets killed, and even Alberto is very different to how he is in the comics here. He's kind of like this hedonistic kind of asshole, always getting drugged up and high all the time. But in the comics, he's kind of just this wimpy guy whose dad's always telling him, "Hey, why don't you stop being a man? Stop being a fucking dweeb, all sitting alone and shit." You know what I'm saying?
Sound exactly like him.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll go through some more comments before we come to the end of the show. Homecoming seems will be a heavy Sophia episode if rumours and the picture on Internet Movie Database is to be believed again. So far, it's a strong story, but should have been a season 2, then split into a Sophia show. You know what? I would happily watch a Sophia show right now. It's I don't think they need to do a bait and switch if that is the case. I really hope that's not the case because I do want to see how Penguin gets out of his situation as well and what he's willing to do as well to climb into the ranks or get what he feels he deserves. Yeah, a bit like Buffy and Angel, because sometimes those shows will collide occasionally. So yeah, before we finish, since we are coming up to an hour now, with what's rating out of 5 or from 1 to 5 or rating out of 1 to 10, your choice? What would you rate this as?
I don't know. Let's give it a 9 out of 10 because I don't often watch things twice. and enjoy them
Mm.
as much, like twice. So yeah, I think I'll give this one a 9 out of 10 just for the crack.
Yep, and I will give it 4 out of 5 because just for adding more context into a character that will hopefully add more context to future episodes as well. Like, because there's a lot of things in there that has to come back later on in the series for it to
Yeah,
make it
definitely.
necessary. And I really hope these writers are willing to do that. Otherwise, it might kind of lower my rating of the show as a whole. But hopefully, not too much. I'm really hoping it's at least a decent show instead of just a mediocre show.
Yeah. I mean, it started off strong, so let's hope it keeps the momentum.
Okay, so yeah, we're coming up to the end of the show now. So, apart from Shaun of the Dead tomorrow, is there anything else you'd like to promote? Or
Just health, wealth, and happiness.
health, wealth, and happiness? Okay, fair play, man. So yeah. Oh,
But yeah, looking forward to tomorrow, man. That's going to
yeah,
be a blast.
yeah. So yeah, and upcoming, what I've got up right now is the Shining sequel, Doctor Sleep, my review for the Halloween
Mm.
for my Halloween reviews, and I will soon be uploading another rewatch of Garth Marenghi's Dark Place episodes 3 and 4 very soon. I just need to cover up all the footage with a still, just so I don't get any copyright shit. So I'll get around to that soon. I'll try and do a first impressions on the substance as soon as possible. Just getting my notes together and trying to rewrite them, trying to make them sound a bit more cohesive. And obviously on the Sunday stream, I think Lance might have me on for the Shield. It's likely he will, but we'll see what happens. And definitely the Nielsen ratings. And tomorrow I will be discussing with Vandad Menace and Critical and Inside Man the classic 2004 rom-com classic
Nice
Shaun
one.
of the Dead. One of my favourite fucking films. So yeah.
Excellent. Can't wait.
Yeah, you're going to be up loading your Doctor Sleep video today, which completely contradicts us. That's fair play, mate. It's always good to have someone who's opposite. I mean, we've already made our points on Doctor Sleep. I mean, he likes it more than I do. I liked the first half of it, and I thought it went down a little bit, but I do still like the acting. I like the atmosphere. I did like Rebecca Ferguson and Ewan McGregor in the roles, and I did like the scene where he's reassuring the people where Danny is reassuring dying patients. I mean, those scenes are really fucking well done in my opinion, and almost got me choked up. And the scene with Jacob Tremblay, that scene was pretty fucking brutal. That is a really very powerful, horrible scene to watch, but very fucking well done. Yeah, move the Penguin closer to release dates, Mondays. I kind of move it to Thursday because it kind of gives me a little bit of a chance to rewatch it as well and try and see if I can add more information to bits I've missed. Because sometimes if I watch something the first time, I miss a lot, and I want to try my best to do a pretty decent go of reviewing an episode. So yeah, thanks for joining us, Nick, Toxic, Tony K, man, and Ray Terry. Easy peasy lemon squeeze. Easy lemon squeeze. Sorry, not easy peasy.
Easy fix.
Aegis as well. Yeah. Thanks for joining me here anyway. And yes, Story Lord Toxic. People are here for Lord Toxic. Sorry, he wasn't here.
Yeah.
But a lot of shit
Gutted, man.
is still going on. It's terrible as well. From what I'm hearing, it's really fucking badly handled as well. And people trying to help people out are not getting the fucking help they need.
No, it's terrible.
Resources where they need, all the fucking support they need, everything. It's a complete shit show. And yeah, I feel bad for the fucking people who's having to suffer through that as well. My heart goes out to you, mate. I hope the loss hasn't been. I hope you haven't suffered too many losses or too many great losses. It's and that you hopefully managed to get yourself back on track as well and move and. Well, not moving on and living life as much as possible. So yeah, and whether you beautiful bastards are Northern English or not, thanks for joining us. And remember to like, subscribe, share, comment, and ring that bell in order to be notified. And if you wish to further support the channel, I will put the links in the description below. But right now, that's me done, and I'm off to the pub. Thank you for joining us.